Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're all doing okay. Hope everything went well with your focaccia. Now I've got another quick recipe for you for it's a Subway roll. I'm sure most of you eat at Subway at some point, and the different types of bread that they have. One thing they have in common is they're very light, they're very airy, and they're quite sweet as well. You know, they're great for lunches. And I have devised a very simple recipe. It's not identical, but it's as close as you're going to get really to one of them. Okay, so I'm going to quickly run you through that now. Now, as we had last time, we have our warm water and our yeast. Warm water and yeast. Hot water or cold water is going to kill it, so we don't want any of that. Okay, we're going to put him in there. Okay, so that's our yeast in with our warm water. Now we have to give our yeast some food, don't we? So I have 2 tablespoons of sugar and I have a teaspoon of salt. Now I'm just going to put it all into the same one, okay? Now don't need to worry, all the recipe will be underneath at the end of the video, okay? So I'm just going to knock our yeast again back under the water. Just so we can get a good old drink. Start feeding. Okay, so whilst he's doing that, I'm just going to set him to the side. We also have 740 grams of flour. Again, this is a strong flour that I'm using this time. And 8 tablespoons of oil. Again, just vegetable or sunflower. You don't need to get anything fancy. You know, no rapeseed oils or anything like that. This is just okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put our flour into our mixing bowl. Now again, you can use a mixer if you want. I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying I like to get my hands dirty. Okay, and then actually what we're going to do, we're going to put our oil into the water this time. Okay, so we give them a couple of minutes. We just let them start feeding. Add our oil in and give them a little stir around. Okay, there we go in a second. Now remember, we're making rolls. We're not making loaves of bread. Okay. So you just want an ordinary tray, and what I might do, actually I might just make little round ball rolls, okay, and sit them in. It doesn't really matter about the shape. You can make little ones if you want to. It's not going to make much of a difference, to be honest. I'm going to have a little flour there for flouring my surface down when I'm ready. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to tip our yeast, water, oil, sugar, salt in. Okay, hold my hand up a little bit, and then we're going to get dirty. We're going to mix it around. And again, remember, this is not about mixing the dough, it's about mixing the flour into the dough. Okay, so you want to attack whatever's dry, attack the flour. Okay, and already you can see, as with the focaccia, he's starting to come together. It might be a little bit stringy and a little bit sticky. It doesn't matter, he will get there. Okay. Now, and we're going to flour our surface up. I don't need that. I'm going to sit them to the side. I'm going to turn our dough out onto our table. Okay, and again, using the fingers that we did earlier with focaccia, we're just going to turn him over once he's been floured on the bottom, and then just use your fingers to gently knead him together. Okay, and turn and knead, turn and knead. Okay, just making sure that it's getting covered in flour every time you do this, and that will help just to keep taking that stickiness out of your dough. Otherwise, it's just going to keep on sticking to your hands, making a mess. And again, I'll go on this way. I like making a mess. Okay. Now, the difference with this one is, whereas the focaccia we let rise for an hour, we let it prove for an hour to take all the air in. We're not going to do that with this one, okay? This is just going to sit for half an hour. And half an hour should be enough to get enough air into it to bake it. And when we've baked it, It should be nice, light, airy, sweet. Now again, you can flavour these as they do with other rolls. You can put a little bit of cheese on top, or you can put dried herbs in it. You know, I just like a plain roll. So that's what we're making today. We're going to keep it simple. Okay, now, there's a good bit of kneading going on there. Like that. Now, enough for the good old ball of dough. And then we're going to portion him up. Okay, so we go half and half. And then, oh, he's still quite sticky. Half and half. Okay, so what you're left with little tiny balls of dough like that, which will rise and they'll make a lovely little roll for making a sandwich with, you know, a little bit of ham, mozzarella. It's up to yourself what you put on it. You can heat them before you use them. You can have them cold. It's entirely up to yourself. Okay. Okay, so we have 8 little rolls. Now what we're going to do is we're going to leave them to prove, okay? So we're going to give them half an hour, and then we're going to come back to them, and we're going to put them in the oven, and they're going to go in the oven for 25 minutes on 180, okay? And then when they come out, we're going to dust them with, we're going to baste them with butter, and we're going to cover them again for the 10 minutes. And what the butter will do is the butter will help us keep them really light and soft, and it will take the moisture and take in a little bit of fats, and it actually works lovely. Okay, so we're going to come back to him in a little bit. Okay, how are we doing, guys? I don't know if you can see that. These balls of dough have doubled in size, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to leave them as they are, okay? They will stick together as they bake, but it's okay because when they break apart, they'll break apart perfectly because they have the lines. These are going to go in for 180 degrees for about 25 minutes. So like when we made the focaccia, it's not that strong. Again, there's a higher heat, sorry, and it's not going to be for as long, okay? And what we're going to do then is when they come out of the oven, I'll come back and show you what they look like, alright? Thanks a lot, guys. See you in a bit. Hi guys, welcome back. So, okay, quick look at our bread. Here we go, look at them. Okay, they're lovely. Now, they've been in for 25 minutes on 180 degrees. They should be nice and airy and soft on the inside, a little crisp on the outside. And this is melted butter, okay? So what we're doing is actually just pasting a little bit of melted butter. Before I do that, I just want to take a little look at one of them, just to make sure he's done all the way through. Okay, this is good practice. Now, see the bit that I've just torn him at? That's all cooked through, okay? Which means it should all be cooked all the way through. So what we're going to do, we're just going to use this butter. Okay, as I said earlier, this is going to help some of the fats to go back into the bread and keep it nice and keep it moist, and help to keep up the levels of that sweetness that you expect from a lovely bath like this, okay? Now they're lovely, they're glistening. Okay, there are bread rolls. Guys, thank you very much. Oh, and before I finish, place them on a wire rack to air them out, okay? Otherwise they'll start to sweat. Okay, so we'll do that now, just while I have you. Guys, please email me any questions that you have. Okay, don't try to burn yourself whilst you're doing this. No, not in my luck, I will. Okay, there we go. Any questions, email me. Give them a little try. You know, email me photographs of anything that you've done or want to do. Guys, that's all I can say. Thanks a lot. I hope you have fun doing it.